Hi, I'm Nia from WHYY Summer Journalists. If you've been around Philly, you've probably noticed that the walls talk, but it's not with words, it's with color and history. And overall, it spreads a message. Paintings tell the story of the city and the people who live here. So today, we visited Schuylkill Yards to visit Philly's one and only Mural Row to learn what it means to the artists and the West Philly community. 6 local artists created murals based on the theme of West Philly. Now, the murals are located in an alleyway in Schuylkill Yards on 30th and Market. To find out about the process of putting murals up in the city, we asked Conrad Benner, the curator of this project, who is famously known for his work in public art.
This project started about a year ago, and more than just the curation of the artists, there's a whole lot that goes into planning this. Site visits, working with the wall owners, the funders, to figure out what we can do here. There were a lot of ways that we could have accomplished a mural project like this. We could have painted directly onto the wall. We could have went from the bottom to the top. What we ended up with was sort of a gallery wall style mural project that's on Illumilite, so it allows the wall owners to remove the murals if and when the building behind it goes away.
So the inspiration behind these pieces were West Philly, and West Philly being the best part of Philly. I lived in West Philly for 7 years, and one of the unique characteristics about the neighborhood was unconventional modes of transportation, so that being lots of bike riders and lots of horseback riders. So I wanted to really highlight those unconventional modes of transportation, as well as in the background of the piece highlight business corridors like Baltimore Ave or 52nd Street. And in the other one, I have more of a residential background with houses that have porches and bay windows. I even incorporated a little piece of myself in the dog walking character. I'm walking my dog Basil.
This is inspired by West Philly, but I always try to put some tropical elements just from my background, being a child of immigrants from Cuba and El Salvador. I have to make sure those those vibes still show in the work. There was something special when I came to West and found all these really rich restaurants, just very diverse, full of culture. Was happy to find out they were all small businesses. And one part of this mural was definitely inspired by just the exploration. I have a figure here just walking and just enjoying their day. Another thing I really liked was when I was in high school, I used to travel to Philly and spend time at the coffee shop, and that's something that I love seeing, people just still spending time outside and just sharing stories, sharing a drink. So the second piece shows two figures enjoying their time together. And I wanted to make sure that the pieces were, kind of large scale to kind of make some of these things stand out. It was really important for me to have volunteers to work on this piece, and I wanted to make sure they were from West Philly. And luckily I had some friends that brought some folks, and this mural was actually created all immigrants, some who are from Colombia, Chile, Cuba, and that was kind of really special for me to make a piece that just kind of honors a community that's also mine and very special. And yeah, it was really a beautiful experience.
So all my murals have the objective of sparking joy and creating a more dynamic space that speaks to the personality of the place it occupies, as well as the people who it serves. Well, I loved working with a bunch of artists that I already knew, and being able to talk about our designs and our different ways that we perceive West Philly and what makes it so unique.
The thing with having art in public spaces is it's something that we can all enjoy, easy access. You just walk by a sidewalk and there it is, and it's easy to access, right? It's an easy accessibility.
It's not behind a paywall, there's no entrance fee, and it's not something that is going to be bought or sold, and it's not something that people are really seeking ownership of. So it makes it more accessible for the neighborhoods, and it adds to the personality of a neighborhood.
At its core, this is a love letter to West Philly, so I hope that that's what people who walk by it see every day. Whether it's the neighbors who sit on their porch with water ice, as Akira talks about, or Manuela's looking at some of the local restaurants and food scenes, the public space, the life science work that's happening here. There's so much to love about West Philly, and that's what this project really emphasizes. I hope people walk away with that.
Whether you pay attention to the murals around you or not, be sure to check out Mural Row to see a piece of West Philly through the eyes of local artists. I'm Nia from WHYY Summer Journalists, signing out.